Out-of-state buyers don't struggle with buying a home in Phoenix. They struggle with choosing the right place to live. If you're thinking about moving to the Phoenix area from another state, the hardest part isn't the prices or even the interest rates, not even the heat. It's figuring out where you'll actually be happy once you live here. The most frustrating thing about searching online, when you don't live here, you have no other resources, right? You might not know anybody or know of a trusted realtor that you can know, like, and trust before you even get here. Here's the thing, guys. What you see online isn't always accurate. It's interesting the way the photographer or the videographer shows you just what you want to see, and you don't necessarily have the full picture, or everybody just wants to sell you and it's all about positive. Let me tell you, I'm a positive girl. I wear those rose-colored glasses, but I'm also a realist, and I'm gonna tell you exactly like it is. And you don't know which videos are sponsored, and the builders, oh my goodness, can we all agree? They have one agenda: to get you in there by today without a realtor so they can upsell you. Don't ever go to a builder without a realtor. I'm gonna break down the top 3 things why it is best to give us a call before you actually hit the ground here in the Phoenix area and start your real home search. Number 1, where not to buy in Phoenix, and why homeowners regret it today in 2026. There is a buyer for every home and a home for every buyer. And as long as you set the right expectation and you know what you're in for, then it would be a good match. Now, there are certain areas, whether they're new construction or newer construction, that are overbuilt for the area. They should be priced accordingly because of what those areas lack. They also usually are what I would call extreme commute zones, meaning it's going to be difficult and something that you need to consider even if you don't work. There's going to be times you need to get into good medical care. You want to go into town, doesn't that sound funny? Go into town for a game or visit friends or even the airport. There's reasons you need to be connected to the city. And if you're looking for rural, there's definitely better areas that aren't in these master plan communities. Also, HOAs in newer communities are astronomical, guys. They are very, very high. Not gonna lie, people tend to downplay them. Oh, it's only $150. $150? That's a lot of money for parks that might not even exist right now. You're paying the same HOA fee that other people are going to be paying in 5 years when they buy there, but you have to wait 5 years for that pool or that park or that road, or how about just a grocery store, or a gas station. And there's also some investor heavy neighborhoods. Here's the thing: if you are way outside of town, the prices should be addressed accordingly. In my opinion, West Buckeye is not an ideal place. I would make sure anybody that was shopping in this area understood the challenges for this area. More specifically, I'm talking about 2 communities. One is brand spanking new called Terravalis, which is going to be amazing. But again, you're coming in so early. You are 23 miles from civilization. There's terrible schools. The parks aren't done. There's no gas station. You better hope all your neighbors have gas. In the desert, you got to have your emergency roadside assistance bag in your car. You're going to have a pair of flip-flops. You want to have water, and you want to have a hat or umbrella always when you live in Phoenix. Yeah, little tips and tricks, especially for us ladies. Okay, Terravalis on top of the HOA and the neighboring, this sounds funny, the neighboring community, Tartesso, 23 miles from there. That's how far away you are. I'm telling you, look at the map. Oh my gosh. Who would live out here? I don't understand. It's mostly, and I'm going to be honest with you, it's mostly Californians that are driving in from Interstate 10, and it's the first city they come to, and they're like, yay, we're in Phoenix. No, you're not. Keep going. And they bought there thinking that was kind of the entrance into Phoenix. And once you live in Phoenix, Buckeye is out there. Now, there's other parts of Buckeye that are more matured, okay? Verrado, one of my favorite communities, is now experiencing some of the congestion that you might have found in other parts of new construction areas that's not good. And so being right off of Interstate 10 can be a good thing if there's no traffic, but the congestion they are feeling right now, and the Verrado marketplace isn't even completely open at the time of this video, it's only going to get worse. So again, these are conversations that we want to have with you. There's a buyer for every home and a home for every buyer. There are opportunities out there, but you got to speak with someone that is going to give it to you straight. Here's the good, here's the bad. Only you know. You can weigh out the pros and cons and what works best for you. If you're unsure whether an area you're considering falls into any of these categories, you gotta give me a call. No filter, girl, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Number 2, let's kind of like focus on maybe long-term stability. This is important for many, whether you are starting your family or becoming an empty nester and looking for a retirement location. Like, it's important no matter where you buy. Who wants to buy real estate and it not be a good investment long-term? I always say, look at the exit, also at the time of the beginning. This is going to be resale strength, long-term, what's coming in around the area that you can count on. That's another thing with new construction. These builders will tell you there are things that are coming, smaller things like grocery stores, shopping centers, things like that. And let me tell you, there's a lot of really bad stories of some great communities. I'll give it to you right off the top. Eastmark, when they started building it, it was kind of out in the middle of nowhere in Mesa. And they were talking about, like, this is the next amazing shopping destination. We're going to be building this huge, again, go-to shopping area, high-end restaurants. And, it was just an overall elevated quality of life area. But at the time they were selling it, it was just housing. And thousands of people bought homes thinking that there was going to be this amazing destination. It's going to be right outside of their community. And today they are blessed with a bunch of data centers. So again, when you're watching any kind of social media, if their pitch to you is what's coming in, especially if they just acquired the land or they've submitted, if the ground isn't a moving, don't expect it to come. There is so many times builders can change, ownership can change, and let me tell you, money talks. So when billion-dollar corporations come in and say, I want to buy your land to build data centers, sometimes plans change. School demand is also really important. If you're looking at new construction, know that some areas will have schools coming in when they have enough enrollment. But in the meantime, when you got littles, you're going to be stuck with poor quality schools. Infrastructure, freeways change everything. I'm telling you, if there is not a near freeway, they say that most jobs, job corridor is also on this list, but most jobs are within 2 miles of a freeway. We have 2 parts of the greater Phoenix area that have these monster companies that are changing our infrastructure. In the Northwest, we had the 303 go in about 8 years ago, and everybody was like, this freeway goes from nowhere to nowhere. And it still kind of takes you out in the middle of the desert. But when you see what's going on with Taiwan Semiconductor and what they already have and the land acquisition that they are continuing, it's going to change the entire northwest part of the valley. 2 things about this area though. Number 1, massive rental building, massiveness. And in my opinion, it's kind of a negative. If you're thinking about investing in this area, it already has a high median price. And so it's really hard for investors to cash flow in this area, just to let you know. Not to mention, I just said there's massive explosion with apartment complexes and also build to rent communities. They are everywhere. There's a reason, right? TSMC is going to be continuing to grow, and as it continues to grow, the companies that continue to move in this area. So from an investor perspective, probably too late. I actually did a video on an opportunity for investors in Casa Grande because Lucid Technology is expanding. So if you're thinking about investing, give us a call too, because I'll give you some insight. I'm the only realtor that says no, this is not a good area to buy an investment. I feel like all the other realtors just want to get your business. And so they'll sell you a home and promise you the world. That's not me. I'm all about the cap rate and showing you a good return. It depends on your situation, right? So needless to say, best Phoenix areas for long-term stability will depend on what that long-term is for you. So for instance, again, Santan Valley, this is another area that can, like, literally there's like 90,000 people that live there and there's no freeway nearby, none. And it continues to just get clustered up. And it's also affecting Queen Creek because it's backed up. These are the kind of conversations. No hype, all strategy. Give me a call. I'm going to be super honest with you and tell you pros and cons for everywhere. All right, and number 3 for today, because I have more videos on these kind of things coming up, where to buy in Phoenix if you want space without being in the middle of nowhere. This one hits hard for a lot of people. I've had people that are like, I don't want a 1 acre, but I just don't want to be right over my neighbor. Then I do get people that want a 1 acre, but they want to be in the city. And here's the thing, depending on where you're coming from, Arizona may or may not be exactly like what you're hoping. I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you. I go to other parts of the country and I'm wowed with the beautiful large lots and the trees and the forest and the creeks, and yeah, that's not Arizona. And although we have lake communities, there are no lakefront homes where you can kind of have a boat ramp kind of thing and go fishing. Like, no, don't fish in those lakes. These are man-made lakes and the water's not safe for even swimming. So here's the thing though, especially if you're early on in your search, you're gonna definitely need to reset your expectation. And there is no one out there that can accurately discuss the options based on like lot size, backyard usability, balance of space and convenience, and really compare all the different areas, especially working within a certain budget. This is why we specialize in relocation and are the #1 team in the greater Phoenix area. Here's what you got to do, guys. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, or weekends, or you could even just click on this little QR code here. No, you take your phone, take a picture, and then you click on the little yellow thing, and it'll bring you to my website. Not only do I have an amazing library of over 200 videos, but you can search by map, you can do your regular home searches, but here's the best way to fast track to what you're looking for. Stop getting frustrated. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, or weekends, we got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona. We will help you find the right area within your budget at your time frame. Thanks, guys, and I can't wait to see y'all soon.